You're listening to The Breakfast Show with Ben and Liam. They're on your radio, and that's why you can't see them. So stay for a while, they're gonna make you smile. And whatever you do, don't touch that dial. You're feeling fine, waking up to the sunshine with Ben and Liam.
We have emails that come through constantly to loverat@novafm.com.au, but sometimes when they're a little too cheeky to read when, the school kids are in the car, we do a little thing called the sealed section.
Sealed section.
Producer Belle, you are the Love Rat. Good morning.
Good morning.
Been a while since we've done a sealed section, hey?
It has. Well, my emails that I normally get at loverat at novafm.com.au, they're like, how do I break up with someone?
Yeah.
Or whatever. But then sometimes I open it and go, oh, God.
Well, this is from Dylan and says, hey, Love Rat, here's an interesting one. I've been with my girlfriend for 5 years, and over the weekend, she pitched a threesome. I'm honestly kind of stumped and don't know if I'm into it or not.
Isn't it funny because the initial reaction is, that's awesome.
But is it? Like, when you really think about it?
Exactly.
Like,
then when you actually think about it.
Also, Dylan hasn't really put in here what, is it the
that's
old
a guy or a
school?
girl.
Well, that's it. If Dylan's straight
Hang on,
and
what's
she's...
the old school?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that I don't know, two guys and a girl? I don't know, what's the OG? but is Dylan, like, if his girlfriend's after 5 years
Yeah.
gone, hey, we should have a threesome with your mate,
Yes.
and he's like, what?
Yeah, it can go down two different paths here. Yeah, if she says, let's have a threesome with that guy, then that's a bit problematic. But in saying that, I do know a few people that have done it down the track in a relationship to spice things up and go, hey, we're both maybe started having wandering eyes or maybe just wanting something more, introduce somebody else in.
If you're spicing it up that much after 5 years, what are you going to be doing in 20? You know what I mean? Like, is this a long-term relationship? Because if you guys get married, by the time you've been married for 30 years, you're going to have to be doing some wild stuff.
Every relationship is different.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly think, like, if that got thrown at me, I just wouldn't know. I'd just go for a long drive and not come back for a few days.
Yeah.
Go-
I'm married. I've never brought it up, and my wife's never brought it up.
Yeah, I just don't think
Have
I
you
could.
thought it though, Ben?
No. Because it feels weird if someone else was in that situation.
Yeah.
I'd feel pretty weird.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm the same. I think I get very jealous. Like, I'm a very jealous person.
Yeah.
And I think if my partner and I, if he suggested it, I'd be just straight up nah. Because I think, well, what are we lacking that you want elsewhere?
Especially that early in a relationship. Like,
Well, yeah, we've been together a year, so yeah, it is pretty early.
And wouldn't
days.
you just be second guessing it, being like, this is a test, isn't it?
literally.
This is a test.
Literally. Someone who did pitch a threesome, I believe, because they've called up, is Jason. Did you pitch one? Did you get one pitched to you?
No, me and my ex-partner used to hire a sex worker and get her in the bedroom, spice things up.
And you said her in the bedroom, so it was two ladies and you?
It was, correct.
And who approached this originally, Jason?
Oh, just something we both decided to spice things up.
Okay.
Okay, and so do you think it was a good thing for you guys to have done, or was it the downfall?
I think it contributed probably to a downfall, I'd say. Yeah.
Really?
She sort of wanted to get it more and more, and we end up, I'd say, probably once a month. We would end up getting a girl for the bedroom.
Yeah, right.
And, we would have our rules, of course, but I think it contributed to probably a downfall in the end.
Jason, can I ask rules?
Yeah.
Now, keep it semi-radio, okay? What rules are we talking? Like no kissing?
Yeah, there's no kissing.
I don't think kissing's the intimate bit.
I'm like, hey, why is that the problem?
No, it is. And kissing can be way more intimate. It's very personal.
I don't know. I can think of some other personal things that you could be doing with someone.
Hey, Jason, how far into the relationship was it when the first threesome happened? Like, was it a year? Was it 6 months? Was it 5 years?
Yeah, probably about 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry that it didn't really work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It is interesting. It's very interesting.
And that's it. I'm still sort of fascinated. You said, you sort of both decided, but surely someone had to say
Someone has
first.
to be the first one. Like, you don't go 3, 2, 1, threesome.
Yeah. Hey, guys, just let's spitball here. 3, 2, 1, and let's say what we're thinking in the room. 3, 2, 1, threesome. And they're like, chocolate. And you're like, okay, this is awkward.
It's time to stop putting off your trips and start celebrating summer with an amazing getaway.
Whatif.com has all kinds of accommodation options all around Oz.
Check him out on the What If app.
What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Liam, there's lots of Tom Cruise news around at the moment, which I'm loving, because he's in the UK filming Mission Impossible 13, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's 16.
Is it 16 now? Yeah, wow.
Around about that mark.
He was supposed to be filming it when COVID first hit. Obviously, that delayed production, but now they've
that
just
actually
started
became
doing
Mission
it.
Impossible. They couldn't do it.
So the first time he got papped filming this was eating not one, but 2 chicken tikka masalas at an Indian restaurant.
That was earlier in the week. I don't think that's a scene in the film. I think Tom was just hungry after doing some stunts.
The latest Tom Cruise news, though, is there's like a small regional airport near Birmingham where they're filming.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise was in his helicopter, needed somewhere to land. The airport, though, was closed, I'm pretty sure due to bad weather. And Alison Webb is a lady that lives near that airport, and her phone started ringing, and it was somebody that said, "We have an unnamed VIP in a helicopter.
No way.
The airport's closed.
Are you serious?
Can we land in your backyard? It looks big enough for the helicopter."
Tom Cruise in a chopper in your backyard.
She said, "Sure thing." Down comes the helicopter. Out walks Tom Cruise. Apparently walks over, and then he says, "I've got to go to filming. Do the kids want to ride?" The kids jump in. They go for a fly from the helicopter.
I love that.
Hey, I'm thinking, though, those kids would go to school. Everyone's going to go, "Oh, my God, I'm friends with the kids that got to go for a ride in the Tom Cruise helicopter."
There'll be parents of the kids that go to school who work with people, and they'll say, "I work with the guy whose daughter goes to school with the girl whose mum let Tom Cruise land a helicopter at their house," and that's an obscure celebrity connection, my friend.
You know exactly where we're going. As Liam just said, we love doing this. It's probably one of our favourite things. Obscure celebrity connections. It doesn't matter how you get there. It doesn't matter how obscure, how big or how small the celebrity is. We love to hear them.
Alison, who's your obscure celebrity connection?
Well, I used to go out with a guy whose cousin was Antonia Kidsman's best friend, and they flew her to America as her +1 and attended Tom and Nicole's wedding.
What?
I know, and I thought,
yeah,
and I thought, no way, and we'd gone there for a holiday, and here she goes, pulls out a portrait photo, and there's about 20 people there, all lined up in a pre-wedding portrait photo.
Whoa. I mean, and that is obscure as well. There was about 9
Crazy.
connections before you got to the wedding, but I love that.
I mean, you kind of lost me on the journey, but I just heard it ended with Tom Cruise's wedding.
That's the best bit about
That's
this thing.
amazing,
That's
Alison.
what I love.
Tamara joins us now. What is your obscure celebrity connection, Tamara?
Good morning, Ben and Liam. My son, when he was 6, played basketball against the nephew of Adam Good.
Oh, yeah.
Jill Brownlow medalist.
That is a good
Australian
one.
of the Year. Pretty huge.
Very good.
Trace, your obscure celeb connection.
Hi. I used to work with a girl whose mum dated Jason Statham when they were in school.
No, she didn't. That's a good. That's
Jason
great.
Statham's like my favourite man on earth.
And that's like a pretty close connection.
And what did she say he was like as a kid?
She didn't say. It was just the girl that I worked with, and she just casually mentioned one day that, my mum used to see Jason Statham when they were at school.
Wow. I like that a lot.
Bet he was a bit of a hard nut even back then, eh?
It's hard, isn't it? Because you've got questions you want to ask, but then the person doesn't actually know them, so they can't answer the question.
That's true.
Kelly, and what is your obscure celebrity connection?
Morning, guys. My cousin used to date Shane Warne in the 90s. They were their friends.
Did Big Shane ever come to any family events, like an Easter or something?
No, but I've heard lots of stories. She lives in Melbourne, so...
Any good ones you can share, or is it all...
Probably not.
Yeah, it probably involves the ghoulies and the texting and whatnot. Yeah, that is very Warny. Yeah, they were in year 7 and he made her smoke. Nah, do it. Try it. It'll be sick. Let's smoke behind the sheds. Off the back of former Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee uploading a photo of his hog onto Instagram, there has been a list published of all of Hollywood's biggest. Hollywood Hog Bingo. So we wanted to play a game. 13, 24, 10. Who do you think's on the list? There's a few usual suspects. A few names that might surprise you.
Do you want to give us a couple of examples, Liam?
Okay, well, let's rule Willem Dafoe out. I don't know if you know that, but Willem Dafoe, they don't call him the Green Goblin for nothing. Apparently, he has a peen double in movies because it's just too big. They can't... They have to tape it down. It's wild. One that surprised me, but I mean, he makes most lists, but Leo DiCaprio.
Seems like he has a small figure.
Yeah, but a former lover came out and said that it made her gasp. It made no sense at all, but the kid put Tommy Lee to shame.
Wow.
So, this is around the time of Titanic, apparently.
Wow, that's what sunk the Titanic.
Yeah, I think so. No wonder I couldn't fit on the door. Would have weighed Kate Winslet down.
All right, why don't we play Hollywood Hog Bingo?
Hollywood Hog Bingo. I think we've all got a bit of an idea of who's in the list.
First up this morning, we got Carmen. Good morning, Carmen.
Good morning, Ben and Liam. How are you guys?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
All right, who do you reckon is on this list of Hollywood's most endowed?
Okay, I was going to say Colin Farrell, but I might go with David Beckham.
You know what? He's on the list, Carmen. Well done. David Beckham. Victoria came out and said it's like a tractor exhaust pipe, apparently.
He doesn't seem like he'd be packing.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's on with the, he's
nonchalant,
He's
you know?
on like this, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's you know, have you seen, he's an underwear model.
Yeah, hell of an athlete, but...
Julia, would you like to play Hollywood Hog Bingo? Who do you think's on the list?
John Travolta?
Ooh, not on the list, unfortunately. Jamie Foxx is, though. A Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star said he was hung like a horse.
Mitchell joins us now. Good morning, Mitch.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Who is on the list?
He's not the most attractive bloke, but it has to be Pete Davidson.
Why do you think Pete? I mean, for obvious reasons, right?
Track record. His track record.
Yeah.
He's on the list. He's on the list. Of course he is. Of course he is.
Mitch, congratulations. Nicole joins us now. Good morning, Nicole.
Morning, guys.
Who do you reckon's on the list?
Adam Sandler.
Why? Gross.
Well, he has a big nose. Oh.
He does.
And he wears basketball shorts like he's hiding something. He just lets it all hang out. What's going on? No, he's not on the list, unfortunately. Les, who do you think's on this big old celebrity list?
Boys, I reckon it's the old James Bond, Daniel Craig.
I mean, he's got BDE, doesn't he? And you're right, he's in the top 3. How's this, Les? Judi Dench caught a glimpse of Daniel on the set of Casino Royale and said it was an absolute monster.
well, I reckon in the movie there when he comes out of the water with
the blue pants.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah, he had a fair package on him there.
Yeah, no stuffing.
Les, thank you very much.
One more gross one. Beyonce said Jay-Z is like a 1-litre Pepsi bottle.
What did you bring in for show and tell? 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. I was taking the dog for a walk yesterday with my wife Sam, and while we were walking, Liam, she started laughing, and I said, "What's funny?" And she said, I saw something that reminded me of when I was a kid. Another kid brought that in for show and tell, and I said, "What was it?" And she said, "Well, look, see on the road there. You know when you're driving, and they got the reflectors glued to the road.
Yeah,
a kid brought one of those in, which just reeks of." I didn't have anything to bring in, so I forgot.
And I saw that on the way to school, and I thought, that's pretty cool. And then he had to think of sort of a backstory for that. I remember, Harry, my mate.
Yeah.
This is a ripper. I think I've told you this before, but they had a pirate copy of Shrek 2.
Yeah.
And the parents were saying, like, we're not allowed to have it. You remember when it was, like, actually dicey to have a pirate copy, like whether it was from Bali or whatever. Yeah. And they were like, oh, we're not allowed to talk about this. And he brought it in for show and tell. And because it was before it was out on DVD.
Oh, wow, before it was out.
Yeah. And he said, oh, no, the reason we got this is because Mum filmed it in the cinema.
Which is even worse.
I know. And then the teacher had to call home and be like, are you filming movies and burning DVDs?
What did you bring in for show and tell? 13 24 10. Give us a buzz. Maybe it was you, or maybe someone else brought something in for show and tell and you still remember what it was to this day. Brad joins us now. What did you bring in for show and tell?
Yeah, hey guys. I brought in a prosthetic leg that my grandpa had.
Oh, your grandpa?
With or without permission?
With permission. He sat in the top car park while I showed and told it. And,
I was going to say, yeah, that would be pretty bad if Grandpa was just asleep and you took his leg and he just got up to go to the toilet and fell to the side.
How did it go down with the classroom?
Yeah, people were surprised, but yeah, he did have his shoe still on there, so...
No time to waste, Grandpa. I'm late for show and tell.
Karen, this was your son, is that right?
Yes, yeah. I'd been in for surgery and had gallstones out, and back then they used to give them to you. Yeah, and he took the gallstones in. But that wasn't the worst bit was he come home later on with them, and I was looking in the jar and I said, did anyone go near this? And he goes, oh, yeah, one of the kids was opening it and had a look and that, and there was one missing.
Oh, come on! They're not marbles!
Oh, no. I was thinking the whole time, like, oh, it'd be funny if you said someone ate one, but then that wouldn't be funny. That'd be horrific.
Kids like, oh, this warhead's pretty sour.
That makes me feel physically sick.
One was missing. Oh, that's crook. Ben, we were looking for the sexiest voice. We're asking people 13, 24, 10 if they've been told in the past that their voice sounds rather good. Give us a buzz. And we had some real hotties calling through. Mia and Mylen, good morning.
Hello.
So good to hear that voice again. And we have Hunky Jason on the line, I believe.
Yeah, g'day boys, how we doing?
Very good, thanks, Jason. Now, it got us thinking, because there was a little bit of role play happening.
Yeah, we got you guys talking to each other, and we liked what we heard, and we think everyone listening did too. So what we wanted to do is do like a bit of a sexy radio play this morning.
Basically, think 50 Shades of Grey, but on your radio.
So guys, you've been sent a script each, is that right? Have you got that in front of you?
Yep, got it in front.
Okay, great. Now, Liam, you're going to be the narrator.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a title for this play?
A printer pounding. Is that
a working title?
It's a working title.
Okay, sounds good. Well, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Mia is working late because Mr. Johnson has been riding her hard all day. Her mind drifts as she starts dreaming about her office crush, Hunky Jason.
I've always wondered what Jason from accounts looks like naked.
At that very moment, Jason walks in the door, rugged and shirtless.
Oh, I didn't see you there, Mia. You're here late. Do you have something big on your mind?
Mia blushed.
Where's your shirt gone, Jason?
Jason nervously replied.
Well, I made a mess all over my chest because I've been fixing the printer.
Mia stared at the ink trickling down Jason's chiseled abs.
Can I help you clean that up, Jason? Here, let me grab a moist towelette.
Mia bends down slowly, but she realises she's out of moist towelettes.
Want me to lick the ink off, Daddy? I mean, Jason?
Mia walks over to Jason and slowly drags her tongue across the toxic black ink.
Surely that can't be good for you, Mia.
It's not, but I'm a bad girl.
They lock eyes, and the air suddenly becomes thick. Yeah, the kind of thick you spell with 2 C's.
I want you, Mamacita.
Then take me, puppy.
Jason reveals his rock.
Whoa! Okay, that wasn't in the script.
No. Okay, yeah, we better end things there. Guys, that was hot. Okay,
that was steamy.
That was really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could really see you there, Mia, licking the ink off of Jason's abs.
How did that feel, Mia?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a nice cool drink of water.
Yeah. Jason, for you?
Yeah, that was different. That was definitely different.
Out of interest, where are you calling from this morning, Mia? What are you doing right now?
I've just got to work.
Okay, that's fine. I really hope that all your colleagues are watching you going, making the lick sound effects down the phone line.
I think that was a pretty big success. There could be a part 2 in the works.
Who knows? Do you guys want to sign on for a second part?
No, I'm good for taking it.
Sweet, guys. Well, we're giving you literally nothing in return. So, I appreciate you coming on this morning.
You're welcome.
That was hot.
That was electric.
That was hot.
Steamy.
Hot. All I can say is hot.
You were standing up, now you're sitting down.
Don't ask me why. Anyway, you're on Nova with Ben and Liam. Ben, let's turn the keys on the forbidden folder. This is where we do all the ideas that our bosses said no to in the past, but we figure, hey, we're coming up to 3 years at Nova. We've been here long enough. We'll just do what we want,
I reckon this one will be near the line, but I think it'll be fully fine. I think it'll be totally
it's
okay.
Too bad. I think it's interesting, but it's like not that.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you a nudist? 13 24 10 if you're a nudist. I mean, you probably don't have your phone in your pocket. So I don't know if
they're not always nude, are they?
I think they like to be. It's their main thing.
Is it they don't like clothes? Is it that thing where they don't like wearing it, so when they do get to take them off, any chance they get, they do?
Well, these are some of the questions that I would like to ask a nudist. I don't know if I've met one before. Then again, maybe I was, talking to a secret one who was clothed and feeling really uncomfortable at the time. I personally like wearing clothes. I don't even really like being naked in the shower. I wear I wear a wetsuit. No. I don't know. I've never been one of those people that's like, oh, it's my house, walking around naked. Like, not really. Not for me.
Yeah, I don't just walk around naked. I would walk from the shower to the bedroom on the other side of the house. I would walk that naked.
But that's you're not gonna, make some dinner and watch a movie naked, are you?
No way.
I did feel weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I suppose, and I'm not knocking it if that's your thing. Maybe that's and obviously there's spots for it. I'm assuming there's sort of like meetups. 13 24 10. If you're a nudist, please give us a buzz. We have a lot of questions for you. Shaz, you're a nudist.
I am.
So, what made you become a nudist, Shaz?
Nothing made me become a nudist. I think I've been a nudist most of my life. In my family, it was just perfectly normal for us to be naked around the house.
So so it's just around the house. Like, do you sort of work like in town or something? Do you have to wear clothes for that, or do you work in a place?
I definitely have to wear clothes I'm a trainer, so I train adults, and I definitely have to be clothed to do that.
How annoying!
Oh, absolutely. But, as a nudist, I really do like to dress. I'm a girl. I like to be a girly girl.
Okay.
But, when women come home, the first thing that usually comes off is their bra. Well, not for me. It's everything. Look, I get naked in my backyard. I get naked at home. I have friends who are nudists. So when we go around to their house, we can, get naked as well. So
right. So when do you, how sometimes it's rude to walk into someone's house with shoes on? Do you sort of walk into your nudist friend's house and go, good to see you, Jan? And then you just strip down at the front door and leave your clothes there and you walk in and have some chips and dips?
Sometimes we do. So
Shaz, forgive me if I'm speaking out of school here, but is it encouraged or is it frowned upon to look at another nudist?
Okay, it's not encouraged because it is not being naked. Being naked is not necessarily sexy. I'm going to say that right up, okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fully aware of that. I've seen myself in the mirror, Shaz. I know.
Yeah. It's not encouraged to look. Look, I'm a member of a club, and when you go to a club, your mind is in a completely different mindset. You're not there for sex, and you're not looking at sexy bodies. Mm-hmm. And honestly, our club is like if you think of it like a big 4 holiday park. But no one's got no clothes on.
Yeah, and so at these sort of clubs, is there...
Stay away from the trampolines.
Yeah, is there activities? Do you play
we do have a trampoline, but it's for the kids, not for us.
Okay, yeah. Is there any, like, do you play, like, sport and stuff, or...?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We have a swimming pool, we have a tennis court, we have a mini tennis court.
Hey, well, Shaz, thank you so much for shedding some light on the whole nudist thing for us.
You're welcome.
And we'll let you in on a little secret. We're currently nude. We're not Sharon, but I thought I'd put that visual out there.
Actually, Sharon, are you nude right now?
I am.
Sharon's been nude this whole time! Ben, I've gone full Karen, so to speak. I've had to speak to the manager. You'd remember at the start of the week I was talking about the scent releaser that my fiancé bought. It sounds like a traction engine. Soothing smell, of course, but the sound just does your head in. I mean, you want to throw it against a wall. So we decided to return it, and I emailed the company. I said, hello, I recently purchased a rechargeable diffuser for $159. Steep. I obviously didn't make that decision. However, I was hoping I'll be able to return it. I didn't realise that they are quite a lot louder than other traditional diffusers. And that's putting it lightly, because it sounds like the exhaust brakes on a semi. Kind regards, Liam. They shot back. As per our customer service policy, we do not offer refunds. You can then keep your diffuser as a gift to a friend. So I was already angry. I was already annoyed with the thing, and
I'm instantly at a 10.
Yeah,
I'm like, at a 10 from that reply.
How dare you? Oh yes, the gift of noise pollution. I'm sure my friends would love this stupid item. Anyway,
you should name the company. What is it?
I hit him back with it's all in the original packaging. It was only turned on once for 10 minutes.
Yep.
And then they said, we don't normally do this, but as a gesture of goodwill, we are happy to provide a 50% refund. And I was like, okay, well, that's ridiculous. Like,
So now I get half my money and I don't have the diffuser.
Yeah, like,
You've
what?
won.
Yeah.
The house has definitely won there.
You win there. So I said, look, I'd be happy with a store credit because there's like other good stuff there. This is, it's like a website that, Sarah likes. And then what they did is they sent a credit for 50% of the original price. That is the worst of both worlds. But I'm not letting it go.
Yeah.
So now I've escalated it to the customer service manager, and I'll be having a chat with them later on today. You can call me Karen.
You did go full Karen.
Well, but that's ridiculous,
That
right?
is,
I mean, I get it, but it's like, or at least full store credit for the item returned in its original packaging. It's, it's not damaged at all.
Yep.
But sometimes you got to do it. I don't really like confrontation, but sometimes you got to go, hang on. I don't think I'm getting the service I deserve here. When did you speak to the manager? Lachlan, when did you speak to the manager?
Went out for dinner with the crew and ordered some garlic bread and main meals. All the main meals came. They didn't bring out the garlic bread.
Yep.
So we went to get up and leave, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here's all your garlic bread." And we're like, "Well, we don't want it now. We finished our meals.
Yeah.
Can we cancel it?" And they were like, "No." So we spoke to the manager, and then they wouldn't refund us. So we were like, "We'll just put it in some doggy bags and we'll take it." And they're like, "Oh, we don't let you leave with food."
Are you real?
We all just got up and walked out with the garlic bread just in our hands.
Yeah.
Cop that.
That's a bad one, Lockie.
Oh, man. Sounds like the worst. John joins us now. You went full Karen?
Yeah, I had some issues with Apple, the phone company, and I spent many, many hours on the phone to tech support, had a few issues. So in the end, I got completely sick of it, and I sent an email to the CEO of Apple International.
The one who took over from Steve Jobs.
Yeah, and he... I can't remember his name, but anyway, he got his executive secretary from Australia to contact me, and they solved the problem pretty damn quickly.
Oh my God, you
John.
escalated it to head office.
How did you find that person's email?
A resourceful guy.
Wow.
That's nuts. Is it Tim Cook? Is he the one at the top now? Was that the guy's name?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
That's wild, John. Well done.
I wouldn't want to mess with you, John. Julie, when did you speak to the manager?
Well, it was my son's first job supposedly at Foodland, and he came home and he didn't get the job. So I was so furious. I rang the manager and I said, "Can I speak to the manager, please?" And I said, "How could you not give him a job? He's like fantastic. You're lost." And I just kept going, and she was just like, "Oh, right, okay."
Yeah.
I said, no, you're lost. And my son was so upset with me and oh my God, Mum. Yeah, absolutely.
I thought the story was going to end with you saying he got a job, but did he not get a job from the spray?
No.
You just can't go to Foodland anymore. Exclusively a Coles family.
Thanks, Julie.
I think we need to talk about Matt Preston. He's had a massive resurgence, hasn't he, Ben? I mean, we obviously know him from MasterChef, MKR. He was revealed as the gnome on The Masked Singer.
It seems like every single station you put on, you're getting a bit of Matt Preston.
This guy is everywhere. Have you also caught that he's going to be on the next season of The Voice?
Is he really?
Yeah.
I'm listening for a voice that leaves me no choice but to turn my chair.
Someone who stops me in my tracks and pulls me in.
When I get that tingling feeling, I know something special is about to happen. That's the most magical part. It's breathtaking.
First one, guys.
Red wine grows great with braised lamb.
What a way to start this night.
Pour some sugar on me like a creme brulee.
That voice is sublime.
Thank you, Guy Sebastian.
Who are you?
I'm Matt Preston.
This is The Voice, and you are the voice.
I know, he sounds like he really lights up his audition. He got 4 spins. They all turned for him.
I mean, singing is pretty far away from cooking, but what's really blowing me away is I saw him in that new ad for a TV show that I love called Alone.
Oh, is that the one on SBS?
It's SBS, and they get 10 people, and they drop them on a deserted island, and they just have to survive alone for as long as they can.
The most extreme alone challenge that's ever been done. Survive 100 days in the Arctic.
Okay, 45 minutes into day 1. Where can I find a little croquembouche?
And win $1 million.
That's a lot of money. Think of all the delectable French desserts I could buy.
With no shelter, no camera crews, no one to help.
Hello? Where is everybody? George? Gary?
Alone. Premieres Thursday, June 11th at 10.
Oh, bloody hell, there's no toilet paper. I'm going to have to use my cravat.
On History.
Oh, that'd be a nasty watch. He's also, he's breaking into the younger scene as well. He's doing Love Island.
No.
Yeah, Matt Preston.
My fantasy man is someone who comes home sweaty and is ready for a throwdown.
That's me, baby. I'm ready to get all bloody sweaty. Let's rub some goose fat on each other.
Hey, all the girls seem to love me.
Well, you'll have to compete with me, buddy.
Am I confident? Look at me. Pretty good with the ladies. Look at his face.
Yeah, well, look at this cravat.
Love Island Australia. Starts Sunday 8:30 on 9Go and 9Now.
I mean, Matt Preston, he's the busiest bum in the biz. I mean, how is he finding time for all of these shows, Ben?
I am blown away. Surely, Liam, he's not in any other shows.
Well, I did just see, I think we're the ones announcing this because we only just got the press release. It only just got sent through, but he's also going to be a contestant on that SAS Australia.
Next year, these celebrities are about to face something different.
Oh, this is different.
The scorching heat.
Feels like Julie Goodwin's left an oven open.
The raging waters.
I feel like Julie Goodwin's put me in a dishwasher.
The untamed wilderness. And 2 new elite commanders.
My name is Clint Emerson.
Hello there, Clint.
We have a saying in Texas, don't mess with Texas.
Wow, what a cool saying. I wish I was from Texas.
Now, we're about to set their world on fire.
Oi. I'm sorry, I'm throwing in the cravat. No, not listening. La 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 la.
Idiot! Where you be going?
I'm going home to have a disgustingly good turkey dish smothered in gravy.
What doesn't kill you makes you
hungrier.
Get ready for new SAS Australia.
It's going to be a belter of a season. Matt Preston is everywhere. We're joined now by JODie ODDY. G'day, JODie. How you doing?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you guys?
Yeah, not too bad.
Are you guys happy to talk childbirth this morning?
Oh.
No, we have a no childbirth policy.
Really?
Of course.
Oh, that's unlucky.
Happy to talk childbirth. I mean,
Yeah.
haven't really experienced. Well, I have experienced it.
I mean, you went through it, didn't you?
Can't remember it though. Yeah.
You don't remember going down the tunnel?
No. Came out the wrong way though. Upside down and the wrong way.
Oh, bum first.
Which sounds like a great sort of start to my autobiography.
Yeah.
I came into this world upside down and turned around.
Well-
and I left the same way.
I never came out the tunnel because I was a C-section baby.
Oh, you came out the sunroof.
Yeah, well, because I had the cord around the neck.
Oh, no.
And so I was a blue baby, and the doctor came in apparently because it was going on for ages and ages, and no one was doing anything. The doctor was like, "That baby's going to die if we don't cut that out."
Oh,
so
my
they
God.
cut me out, and everyone was like,
I love the idea of people who listen to this show regularly going, "Oh yeah, 2 blue babies, that checks out." With these guys, so like, obviously they had complications.
It all makes sense
Yeah.
now. I've got a girlfriend who's about to pop. She's about to have a baby. And
Yeah.
She came to me this week and she said, should I film it? Should I film the birth? Get
This
my
might-
husband to get the old iPhone out.
Might be a naive question from me, but do people film
They
childbirth?
do. Some of them do. But I love the naivety of first-time mums who just think it's going to be a walk in the park. Like
Yeah.
another girlfriend of mine said to me before she had her first baby, she was heavily pregnant. She was like, it'll be fine because I've got some bunting made up with some affirmations on it.
Some bunting.
I was like, oh, darling, yeah, that'll get you through.
Have you ever
I am a
filmed?
strong and powerful woman. Not in this moment, you're not.
Have you ever filmed a childbirth?
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, I have absolutely no desire. We've got some photos.
Yeah.
We've got some photos of the C-section.
Yeah. Whoa.
But to this day, there's no way in hell that I want to look back at it.
Yeah.
Because, like, men often say childbirth is like watching your favourite pub burn down. But
I've heard that.
I do like to think that you
That's
save a
horrible.
keg, you know? But there's something remaining. But there's no dignity in childbirth. Why would you want to record it for perpetuity? And then what are you going to do with the video? Hey, boys, come around and watch my favourite pub burn down.
I suppose some people, have that sentimental thing. As far as I know, there's no footage of my sort of childbirth, like me or my sister being born. But I do know there's a story with my fiancée Sarah, her parents, like this is the second kid, and her dad Dave's lovely guy, real camera recording dad though. He's still got like the JVC, and he will like go like we'll be on camping trips and he'll be like, it's a Wednesday morning. The sun's just come out. There's Liam over there by the barbecue. G'day, Liam. You know, in the 90s videos, how people used to try and, because now on an iPhone, we know exactly where and when that video was taken.
Yeah.
And apparently, Sarah's mum just started going into labour, and he said, can we just pause that there so I can go home and get the camera?
No!
And they're like, no, we can't do that, man. It's like, but I really want to film it. I don't want to miss the moment.
Oh, no.
My question with the filming of the birth is...
Yes.
From a director's point of view, where do you put the camera? Like, what's the angle?
Is
it over the shoulder? Is it over the doctor's shoulder?
Maybe, can you put a little GoPro on the baby coming out? One of those head
little head
straps?
cam on it?
You certainly would not put it down the business end.
Right.
You don't.
You don't?
No. And as a woman, while you're going through the throes of labour, the last thing you freaking want is a camera in your face. I'll give you the big tip. Don't do it. Don't film it. Take a couple of happy snaps. Let Mum put some lip gloss on.
This is definitely new to me. Let's find out on 13-24-10. Did you film the birth?
Yeah.
Did you film the birth? What do you do with it now? Who do you show that to?
Maybe it was a pointless exercise, like you've got it, but you haven't gone back to see it.
JODie, good morning.
Good morning. I love talking childbirth with you too.
Yes, so your friend is having their first child, I believe, and they've asked you, JODie, should I film it?
Hell no. Nah. Take a couple of photos, that's it. It's not like you're going to sit around with your mates and watch it back. Watch the, hey, boys, I know the footy's on, but I've got this cool video.
When you say take a few photos, do you mean like as the wife, like selfies or
Yeah, everyone does that, like the headshot. That's fine when the baby's lying on your chest and you're so drained you've lost the will to live.
Yeah.
Christina joins us now. Morning, Christina. Have you filmed the birth?
Good morning. How are you?
Did you do it?
Yeah. I got my husband to film every little bit of it, and it was the first thing I wanted to do after I got out of hospital, and it's all very interesting to me.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a little keepsake. Yeah.
So we talked about this where the camera would sort of be placed. Did he sort of get all the angles?
Yep, every bit of it.
Did it not traumatise you when you watched it back? Did you not relive it?
No, I think birth is the most miraculous thing to happen, and it's really beautiful actually. So
you
I'm
more
glad I
like,
did it.
because I was wondering like who are you showing that to, but that was purely more so that you could go back and watch yourself give childbirth.
Yeah, just for us. Yeah, I did show Mum. That's about it though.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Dad obviously wasn't keen to.
Didn't take it into work. Hey guys,
that's the thing. I mean, I don't know how many kids you got, Christina, but maybe next time you could set up the live webcam and then have the laptop if that's a fascinating thing.
Put it on TikTok. Did you film the birth? 13-24-10. Ashley joins us now. Ash, did you film the birth?
Good morning, guys. My mum filmed the birth. So my daughter was born smack bang at the beginning of COVID time, so we were worried I wasn't going to have the support person in there with me.
Yeah.
Luckily, my mum could come in and we had a family chat. So my mum was recording, like, all the contractions, all the leading up to everything over my shoulder and then sending it through to the family chat. So I didn't know what she was recording because I was well out of it.
So it was sort of only because you could only have like one person in there. So it was
Yeah.
sort of like everyone could experience this beautiful moment together. As you said, over your shoulder. So was it more sort of, you weren't really getting the angles that Christina had, for example?
No, I don't think I could have coped with that.
Yeah,
like, it was bad enough having a doctor and a nurse down there.
Yeah.
So did you watch yourself back, your facials, while you were having contractions? That would be fascinating.
Yeah, I think the contractions part was really interesting, but I think the one for me was definitely that when they were putting her on my chest. Like, I watched that video. Even now I watch it and I burst into tears. Because I'm like,
it is a bit
beautiful moment.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of nice when you say it that way.
Yeah.
Liam, you brought up that you accidentally ghost-dialed your ex-girlfriend.
Well, yeah,
Amy.
it was like Siri just started calling an ex-girlfriend, and then we thought what we'd do is we would call her just to say if there was a missed call, this is why, wasn't trying to reach out again or anything like that.
But for me, Liam, that raised the question, why would you still have your ex-girlfriend's number in your
I thought
phone?
there was nothing wrong with that because I don't delete anyone's number.
We got her on the show, and while we had her, I asked her, does she still have Liam's number? And did you have Liam's number in your phone still?
I don't think I do.
No one had explained that to me. That you're supposed to delete the number. So I still had it in there. I didn't, not because I.
So Liam chose to leave her number in the phone. She chose to delete it.
I'm telling you. I'm looking through my contacts now. I don't delete anyone's number. I've got Pizza Aroma in here. That's a pizza shop I liked when I lived in Golden Grove, which I haven't lived there since 2016. Jamie, ice hockey. Do you remember that time we played ice hockey together?
Oh, yeah.
Why do I have his number?
Yeah.
Arian Borzorg, remember him?
He's living in Amsterdam.
Yeah, we worked with this guy for a while, and then he moved to Amsterdam. I'm never going to need to speak to
Yeah,
Arian Borzorg again, but I didn't think, he's gone now, I'll delete him.
But doesn't it feel strange though having an ex-girlfriend's number in your phone?
I don't know. I don't
you.
really think about it.
Producer Belle, what do you think?
Hello, good morning. I have to side with Liam with this one, but mostly I choose to keep people's number because you never know when you need someone. What if you go, I lost, a bracelet and I've realised it's at my ex-boyfriend's house from 4 years ago.
Surely you could just find him on Facebook and then contact him that way.
No, so that's the thing. So I unfollow usually and unfriend on socials.
But you keep the phone number.
But keep the number because just in case.
Interesting.
Right. Why don't we do this? 13 24 10. Do you keep your ex's number? I said during the song, Ben, you give me your phone. I'll look through your contacts and find all the contacts of people that you don't speak to anymore.
How'd you go?
Nothing there. So I worked out I have 457 numbers on my phone.
That's too many people.
And you have 98.
And that's a lot. I need to do a poll.
Interestingly, Andy Lee. Didn't know you had his number.
Do you not have that?
No. I was like, that's pretty cool.
All right, look, we've asked the question, do you delete an ex's number from your phone? Brianna joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you reckon?
I keep all my ex's numbers. I'm still really good friends with them all.
You're one of those people.
And I know Liam didn't end on bad terms with his either, but that to me, I guess that makes sense. If you end it on, okay, well, you should definitely delete it. I get if it's amicable, then I guess you don't need to delete it. But I just feel like most relationships end because you obviously don't agree or something doesn't go right. Therefore, you don't need the number.
I'm not really. I'm just taking the relationship thing out of this. I'm not deleting anyone's number. That's why I have 457 numbers. A lot of the numbers I didn't recognize. I had a number in my phone that said Sam Elizabeth Police. I don't
Did he work for the police?
I don't
was
know.
There a problem with the police?
I don't know. Maybe he can sort it out.
Rosie joins us now. Do you delete an ex's number from your phone?
Yes, I absolutely do. I'm with you, Ben. I delete anyone that I don't talk to anymore.
Right. So what do you think if someone hasn't contacted you in like a year, then do you banish them? Is there like a rule?
Yeah, well, if I go through my phone and I don't know who you are, I don't need your number anymore.
So it's kind of like some people have that thing on Facebook when it's a birthday pops up and they don't like that person, they cull them. Like that's kind of they get deleted on their birthday. I suppose like you just have designated days where like I'm just going to clean out a little bit.
Thanks for that, Rosie. Tammy joins us now. Do you delete an ex's number from your contacts?
No. The reason being is because I don't really personally remember anyone's number. So I want to know who's calling so I know who to ignore if I need to.
Oh, so you are keeping it, but that's purely so you can know that you don't want to answer that phone call.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, look, I have a few mates who are tradies, and when they've done a job and it goes bad or there's a disagreement or whatever, normally they'll change that contact to like F-head 1 or F-head 2, so then they know to duck and not thinking it's like a potential new client. So it's like a similar thing, Tammy. And maybe if you don't want to delete their numbers, you could do that if you could remember what expletive you put next to their name.
Liam, yesterday off air, we were running through your weekend and you revealed what you get up to on most weekends and it absolutely blew me away. You know what I'm talking about. What do you do?
Well, like as a bit of a treat sometimes on the weekends, if we're buying ice cream, I said connoisseur ice cream is my favourite ice cream, what I like putting on the top of it is Ice Magic. And you thought that was weird.
That's so weird.
And that kind of shocked me, but I don't know. I don't think it is that weird.
It's so weird to me that you, a grown A man, and your fiancée Sarah, so it's a house with two adults, when you go to the shops, are putting, what is it called? Ice Magic.
Ice Magic.
I've had it before as a kid.
You put it on wet and it freezes and goes hard. It's like hard chocolate on top.
We've all had it as kids. I'd forgotten the name of it because I haven't had it for 20 years.
For real?
When you go to the shops as adults doing your food shopping, you reach for the Ice Magic and put that in your trolley. And then when it runs out, you go back to the shops and get more.
It's pretty
and then
much...
every weekend when you have ice cream, you smother your ice cream in Ice Magic like a child.
Well, or like an adult that likes Ice Magic. Like,
there are no adults.
Hey. It's not like you get past 18 and you give up the magic, mate.
Yes, it is.
No,
it's exactly that.
Also, doesn't it sort of blow your mind that you can pour it on wet and then it goes hard? Like, what other foods are that much fun?
When I was a child, it blew me away.
It still blows me away every damn time. I'm like, geez, would you look at that? So hard. Well, look, yeah, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit more childish than I realised. I'd been using it my whole life and never decided to give it up.
I would love to know, are you like Liam? How do you spoil your inner child?
Yeah, maybe you're 48 and you sleep in a race car bed. I don't know. Maybe that's fun for you. How do you spoil your inner child? 13 24 10 is the number.
Darren, how do you spoil your inner child?
So I'm a 38-year-old chef, and I still buy fruit boxes for myself.
You're a fruit box guy?
Yep, and Ice Magic too.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, good.
So are you doing the fruit box at work or at home?
So that's normally on the drive to work.
Why though? What? Like it's not real juice though. It's just like cordial. Why don't you buy like a Nippy's orange juice or something?
Oh, it's just easier to buy fruit boxes.
Would you agree, Darren? Like as a chef, Ice Magic's probably one of the most incredible feats we've seen, as far as like a liquid turning into a solid in front of your very eyes. That's hard to do, right?
It's all in the name, Ice Magic.
It is magic.
It's just got such a high fat content that when it hits the cold, it freezes.
I believe it's a Australian invention as well. So obviously that person's done very well. Julia, how old are you?
21.
Do you use Ice Magic?
I think there's a bottle in the cupboard, but I haven't used it for ages.
I mean, why? It's sitting right there. It's so good.
Julia, how are you spoiling your inner child?
Well, I do not have my own children. Obviously, I'm 21, and I watch Bluey on iView sometimes.
For real? You watch Bluey and you don't have kids?
Right.
I'm a nanny, so I do look after kids all the time, but somehow I don't get enough of it there, and then I force my boyfriend to watch it with me.
I love that. So you're like driving home going, geez, I wonder what happens to Bluey. I better get that up on iView. I just can't sleep if I don't know.
Ben and Liam is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.